Aussie MotoGP star devastated when title hopes are crushed as he's taken out on Phillip Island corner just named after him. But insists there are no hard feelings for Marquez blunder. It was a bittersweet weekend for Aussie MotoGP rider Jack Miller, who had a corner at his home track on Phillip Island named after him, only to crash out of world title contention with a collision at that exact bend. Local fans flocked to the island, as it hosted a MotoGP round for the first time in 3 years after cancellations due to weather and COVID, and they were on the edge of their seats as local hope Miller served up to 8th place in the early stages as he chased a podium finish to stay in touch with the leading riders and a shot at the world title. But a moment of madness from rival Alex Marquez ended all of that on the 9th lap, when he smashed into Miller on the corner that had just been named after him. Alex Marquez absolutely cleans out Jack Miller, and unfortunately his world title hopes are ended, the commentator proclaimed. These two have had some battle royals back in the Moto3 days, and that was all Alex Marquez's fault. Without any question, there'll be a penalty coming his way at the Malaysian Grand Prix. That's a sickener. That's horrible impact for poor, old Jack Miller. He knew absolutely nothing about that. Alex's brother Mark blamed dodgy brakes for the spectacular crash, which saw Marquez slam into Miller's Ducati from two bikes back in a brutal collision at the hairpin turn. One of the problems of our bike is stopping in a straight line and turn 4. If you are not super clear, the problem is that when we have some shaking, like for example the mistake of my brother today, when you have some shaking with this Honda, then you cannot stop, Mark said. At the time, Miller lay prone on the ground for several worrying seconds before getting to his feet. He refused to speak to his rival in the heat of the moment, but was classy when speaking to media about his dashed world title hopes later on. "What's there to be hard feelings about?" Miller said. "We're all out there trying to do our best. I understand Marquez might have got a little bit carried away trying to get past Luca Marini. But you know, we've all made mistakes. I think he's devastated, as I am, to not be finishing the race. First home Grand Prix after 3 years. It's definitely not the way I wanted to finish it. It's not the day I had planned. That's for certain. But it is what it is." While 27-year-old Miller will have to wait until 2023 for another shot at a MotoGP title, he was honored to have the turn named after him in a weekend where Aussie legend Casey Stoner was also honored with Turn 3 named Stoner Corner. "It's an immense honor. The scale of it hasn't really sunk in yet," Miller said during the unveiling. "This is amazing, something that I couldn't have even dreamed of as a kid, to have a corner on this magical racetrack in my name. It's an unreal part of the track, and so many historical moments have happened here, so I feel so fortunate to be able to claim this one."